everyone, welcome to this video. Today is the 24th of February and that means that the last week of Lost Legacies event in The Sims 4, week 4, is live right now. And I'm here with the walkthrough as usual, so let's have a look at the very first pop-up that we have here on the screen. Emissary exposed. Having taken the treasure and run off, the envoy's motives are beyond suspicious now. Track down their steps and find out what lies beneath the envoy's facade. Once again, we have to travel to Magnolia Blossom Park, which is a park in Willow Creek. So let's get there. This is the park that you want to travel to. So now we have to ask about the Royal Envoy and call the Royal Envoy. I'm gonna find some Sims around and we will friendly introduce ourselves and then we will ask about the envoy. So I just clicked on random Sim after I introduced my Sim to them. There is an option to ask about the Royal Envoy. When Patricia asks about the Royal Envoy, Emilia mentions, I heard them laughing, saying that they will finally buy that fancy house they wanted. I think I saw them run off towards the Blue Velvet nightclub. What did the Royal Envoy mean by buying a fancy house? Things don't feel right. So we will call the Royal Envoy, although my Sim is just randomly cooking, like, I don't know. So I'm going to call the Royal Envoy now. We will go to social option and then I'm gonna scroll down. And here is the option called the Royal Envoy. There is no answer when Patricia calls the Royal Envoy, but there is a sound coming from a trash can nearby, which sounds like a phone ringing. And we just unlocked the reward. And my Sim now needs to search the trash. Here is the trash can. So let's search for a phone once you click on it. I wonder if it's gonna work here. Yes. So it doesn't really matter which trash can you will choose. Here's one as well. So we will search for the phone here. Patricia found the envoy's phone in the trash can. Could there be anything to be found within the files or browsing history? Inspect the envoy's phone in your inventory. Okay, I'm going to open inventory of my Sim. And here, now we have two of them, because there was one since the beginning of the event. So I'm just gonna click on the stack. And I will click on one of the phones. It works on both of them. And you don't even have to open the stack. Even if it's closed, you can just click on the phone in your inventory and investigate envoy's phone. Upon inspection, Patricia uncovers a file named My Retirement Master Plan that requires a password. Retirement? Fancy house? It seems like the envoy is actually trying to enrich themselves somehow. Now we have to travel home. And as I said before, we will check the reward that we got. I'm going to Event UI button, which still doesn't work. So we will open Lost Legacies Event UI from this button. And I'm gonna claim the reward that I can claim. Or actually rewards, because it's 3 of them. So we got the Thief family key, which is another part of collectible. We have Instant Hygiene Potion, which is gonna be in my Sims inventory. And we have this glittering fairy princess gown. And I think it's really nice, but it's pack exclusive. So if you don't have Enchanted by Nature, this item won't be in your game for now. I'm gonna travel home with my Sim. I will just use this button on my mini avatar. And we have this pop-up. Emissary exposed. The envoy has been on the move but left traces behind. And we got some event points. Hack into the phone's files and discover the envoy's true motives. I'm gonna confirm that and we can claim another reward, which is this ladies front lacing corset. This is how it looks. Another pop-up is here. Fairy finale. With the envoy's phone in hand, the clock is ticking. Hack it and track them down before they get away. Let's continue with this quest. In case that you destroyed that previous find, I assume that's why we were able to find it in a trash can. And if you don't have it in your inventory, try to rummage in a trash can again. So I'm gonna go to my Sims inventory here and I will find the phone again. We will click on it and there's option to hack the secret file. So let's do that. Patricia remembers the code she found hidden on Cordelia's statue in the museum and wonders if it's related to the royal envoy's plan. She enters the code and voila, the master plan file opens and it's shocking. You know, as someone who is trying to commit such a large crime, the royal envoy has a terrible understanding of cybersecurity. The file reveals all of their plans in detail. It turns out the envoy was trying to steal the treasures for themselves this whole time, sell them off, and make a massive profit. Wow, it also includes the specs for a massive house with so many hot steps. No wonder the royal envoy has been acting so shady. They have been tricking people this whole time. They must be found immediately. This crime cannot go unanswered. Patricia remembers someone mentioning that the royal envoy was running towards the Blue Velvet nightclub in Willow Creek. Maybe they are still there. Now we have to travel to the Blue Velvet nightclub. And we unlocked another reward. So let's claim it first. And this time we have 500 satisfaction points. And I'm gonna send my sim to Blue Velvet nightclub, so we will travel again. Here is the Blue Velvet nightclub, and we will travel there. Ask the mixologist about the royal envoy. So this is the mixologist, and we will ask about the royal envoy. In case that you replaced in your game the Blue Velvet nightclub, you can start a new save file which will have a default buildings in Willow Creek and you can continue in that save file there. I will have to ask again because that interaction didn't do anything. Okay. This interaction is buggy, so I am doing that for the third time. Ask about the royal envoy. Zelich laughed, saying, if you want to find them, look next to the lake. They mentioned taking a one-way trip on the ferry to their new life of luxury and wealth. Alright, we have to surprise the royal envoy. And the lake that the mixologist mentioned. Oh, there is a royal envoy here. So she is literally in the club. But the lake that the mixologist meant is, I assume, this lake, which is literally next to the club. So look around for the royal envoy. I was lucky that the royal envoy came into the bar or club. And now let's surprise them. Well, it's not much of a surprise. She literally is here. The envoy's eyes widen in surprise when Patricia appears. What are you doing here? Listen, please understand this isn't what it looks like. Oh, you read my master plan. Well, can you blame me? I'm stretched so thin between these families. What about my happiness? I just wanted a nice hot tub when I'm done with this job. Listen, if you report me, this could cause great upset in the kingdoms. I bet that they won't ever trust you and I won't be able to show my face again. But if you forgive me and let me go, I promise I'll just stop and walk away. The simoleons I would get from these treasures wouldn't make up for me losing my job and reputation anyway. We unlocked another reward. And we have a choice to forgive the envoy or not. I'm gonna claim the reward first. And this reward is a new aspiration, which is called Master of Grudges. This sim wants to resolve bitter feelings for an enemy through petty but satisfying vengeance. So this is the new aspiration. So I don't know if we should forgive Royal Envoy or not. I kind of feel like I don't want to forgive them because they stole my pantry shelf. As you can see, she's just hanging around this lake. And I'm still thinking if we should forgive them or not. I kind of don't trust them, really. So I think that I will report it. very finale, the envoy has been exposed. Marina, the envoy, looks in disbelief as Patricia recounts all the deceit, nefarious plans, and how it will be reported to the royal families. In response, Marina shouts, "Patricia, know that I will remember this moment for all eternity. Take advantage while you can. I will have my revenge one day." With that, Marina leaves for now, and with all of their plans foiled. We unlock the reward. I'm gonna go to the event UI. And we completed the event because these are all the rewards, so we can claim. So I'm gonna claim them now. We got 10,000 simoleons, we got 1,000 satisfaction points, and read rating potion. So this is the Deep family key. That's the last part of the collectible, and you can see that we just completed this collection. So all the keys are here, and this one on the right is the last one that we claimed today. This is how the core set looks like, and it has 6 different color swatches. That is the one that we were able to see on Marina. I quite like this color. And this is the dress that we have. It has also 6 different color swatches. That looks really nice. If you will want to find the newest aspiration that we got today, here is Master of Grudges. And all of your consumables will be found in your Sims inventory. So we have all the potions here. And if you want to use any of the satisfaction points, you can spend them in the rewards store under your aspiration tab. As you can see, there are no more quests. This was the final week, week 4, but you still have time to finish the entire event. If you didn't start yet, don't worry, you can still do it. If you found this video helpful and you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider to subscribe, like this video, hype it or share it if you want to. And I hope that I will see you soon in some of my other videos. Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.